You're listening to the Family of Taygeta podcast. A message from Akatu. Bipolar disorder.
Friends of the great planet Earth. In these moments of communication, we find ourselves again reviewing one of the most difficult and puzzling disorders that many deal with in waking dreams. Knowing that the soul chooses certain disorders to explore the dynamics of the human condition, know in truth that there are soul agreements as we addressed previously. A soul plan is definitive, while an agreement simply allows certain maladies that occur with genetic predisposition as families are chosen to incarnate into by the soul. This means that an illness may present or not. There are thousands of variables with each life story. There are many types of bipolar disorder, and the difficulty in diagnosing each person is prevalent throughout the world. Many symptoms of various disorders overlap and allow passage of time with no one observing the situation at hand. No one enjoys any label of what is available, and for this reason, many do not seek healthcare professionals to assist with a diagnosis and medication. There is a range of emotions that change quickly and they are unpredictable. This causes a great deal of distress and upheaval in the life of the one with bipolar disorder and those that love them. The first type we will discuss is bipolar 1. This will manifest with mania. Often these people will spend money recklessly, overindulge in food and drinking alcohol. Some speed in their vehicles, and they are promiscuous in sexual encounters. Their lives are entirely out of control, and many become psychotic and have episodes unremembered. They also crash and experience out of control anger and depression. Medication and therapy is essential to balance neurotransmitters and calm the overactive sympathetic nervous system. Many times these people will pace and walk as they eat. Being calm and still is a challenge. Racing thoughts and continual talking are common with bipolar 1. The next type is bipolar 2. This type is known primarily by exhibiting depressive episodes for long periods of time. There is great distress with withdrawal from others, irritability, poor hygiene, arguments, and apathy. This varies with individuals and progresses to a greater severity without treatment. Many families have difficulties trying to manage and cope with one that is having outbursts. Knowing that one is suffering will allow more compassion. Medication and regular visits to a physician will allow some semblance of order and calm for the one with bipolar disorder. Cyclothymic disorder presents with mania and depression with episodes that are milder than bipolar 1 and 2. This can be confusing to the person and their family as symptoms come and go without a reason. Paying attention to moods and keeping a record of the days that change is experienced will be helpful to those that seek assistance with a physician. Depression is an experience of mood and varying degrees of hopelessness and despair. Most people experience depression throughout their life. Many hide this with smiles, addictions to shopping, sex, or food. Many experience suicidal ideations that come and go. These symptoms are not indicative of bipolar if they are resolved, but knowing the pattern of bipolar disorder can assist with a diagnosis. Bipolar that is left untreated will worsen over time. The brain structure changes, and older adults will present with early dementia or severe cognitive decline. Diagnosis of bipolar can often be made in the teenage years but is very noticeable by the early 20s. This is also a period of time where young adults begin to drink and use drugs to self-medicate their symptoms that are arising. Symptoms of bipolar can be exacerbated with high stress, death of a loved one, or major changes that call for the highest degree of coping. Many collapse under pressure, but those with bipolar disorder feel completely lost. This waking dream is challenging for everyone. But be strong as you realize that this is the final phase of such duality. Focus on what is real and lasting. Remember that you are a soul of light. Your new bodies will radiate healthy and vitality as you circulate light with crystal hearts. You are the beloved ones. Eniki Maia. I love you so. Akatu.